Amy Duggar fought back tears as she called her cousin Josh sickening and a predator, after his child pornography sentencing was delayed on Thursday. The Counting on alum's court date was pushed back 2 months as he faces 20 years in prison for the crimes. Amy revealed how she feels about the postponement in an Instagram Live, after admitting that she was initially unaware of the updated news. "I didn't even know that it got delayed," she said in response to a fan asking for her thoughts on the matter. She then continued to bash Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's son, stating, "Predators need to be off the streets and locked up, they need to be on an island all by themselves, so sickening and so sad," she added. The subject was clearly hard for the former reality TV star to talk about as she began to get emotional. "It has been extremely difficult," she said, holding back tears. "I'm not gonna cry." Amy also opened up about her trust issues since her cousin's arrest, saying that she's wrestling with the outcome. "To think have a family member in prison," she began, adding, "How do you navigate that, and I'm struggling with my faith over it." The mom of one plans to discuss more about her dynamic with the Duggars on her upcoming podcast. "I am going to talk about my relationship with my family on here. I will discuss the things that hurt me and have hurt me," she revealed. Amy again touched on Josh's court case, saying that she tries to shield her 2-year-old son Daxton from her family's wrongdoings. "If you are gonna be toxic and hiding lies and there's major issues going on, then my son is not gonna be a part of that. The second I found out something was going on, I left the show and never looked back and had to step away from people I love," she confessed. Delayed sentencing. Josh, 34, was found guilty of possessing and receiving child pornography on December 9 after a nearly 2-week trial. The former TV star requested to postpone the April 5 sentencing by 30 days while he remains behind bars in Washington County Jail in Arkansas. On Thursday, The Sun exclusively revealed Judge Timothy L. Brooks approved the request and gave him an additional month, as his sentencing has been scheduled for May 25. Court papers obtained by The Sun regarding his request read, "Because of certain reasonable COVID-19 precautions understandably instituted at the jail at which Duggar is being detained, it has been more difficult scheduling meetings with Duggar than during more ordinary times. The father of 7's legal team has had a delay in scheduling certain attorney-client privileged meetings by videoconference with Duggar." The defense then explained they would benefit from a continuance to provide additional time to pursue additional information and documentation. Josh's legal team also has scheduling issues with unrelated cases, which would be resolved with a postponement. The legal team insisted that the request is not intended to unnecessarily delay or hinder the proceedings. Amy vs. Jim Bob. Amy hasn't held back on her differing opinions from her famous family, especially when it comes to Josh's charges. After her aunt and uncle shared a statement claiming they'll always love Josh following his guilty verdict, Amy made it a point to remind her family members to promote professional help. In a Twitter post, the 35-year-old wrote, "Real therapy. Not just thoughts and prayers. Don't get me wrong, I definitely believe in the power of prayer. But I also believe in putting in the work towards your mental health and talking to a skilled professional counselor."